everybody. Welcome to this Columbusland conversation. My name is John Umland.
I'm Mike Polk.
And today we are talking about Birth of the Living Dead. This is a documentary that tells the story of the creation of one of the greatest horror films of all time.
Without doubt.
Night of the Living Dead.
Really interesting look at George A. Romero and what he did to make this film. Not only himself, but with the people that he made it with. And I think that's the really interesting part. This is a group of people that, for all intents and purposes, didn't know what they were doing.
No.
And then they made one of the most iconic movies of all time, especially in their medium.
Yep, something that we sort of have discussed in the past and always seems to be true with documentaries is that it always comes down to the people involved.
Exactly.
Whatever your documentary is about, it always comes down to the people that made the thing happen.
Seeing the interviews with George and you're seeing the interviews with the other crew members, these people cared about it.
You have this group of people, they're not experts in their fields. Nope. And some people have no experience.
The guy who gave one of the most iconic lines in the entire film worked like down the street, basically.
Yes, exactly. These are
nothing.
they're friends, random people from around town. And yet, the film has withstood the test of time completely.
I mean, it changed horror film, and it changed zombie film specifically.
Yeah, and it's about Romero zombies. It's about the zombies that were captured in this film.
Slow moving, drawling, but still fearful because of the mass of people in them.
And something they talk about in Birth of the Living Dead that has been discussed a lot is how Night of the Living Dead really captures a lot of social anxiety about the times in the film.
The 60s were a messed up time when this movie came out, and like to bring social commentary into what some people see as a grotesque medium, to find that place in something so different, the juxtaposition is just...
It's effective. It works.
Exactly.
That's the thing. I mean, it still today, horror films and suspense films really are not allowed to be considered art. They're not allowed to be considered on the same level. This film was able to raise serious questions and really speak to a whole generation of people about their fears through the dead coming back to life and feasting on the living. Part of the reason they were able to make it how they made it was because they had such freedom. They had, funding and backing, but this wasn't a giant production. I mean, this was an independent film in every sense of the word.
Like, they made the money themselves. They put their own money into it. They had their friends help them make it, and it turned out to be, as we've said, one of the best horror films of all time.
And you can see how when artists are given the opportunity to go out on a limb and do something that they are passionate about and believe in, even if it's completely outside of the realm of the common pop culture vernacular at the time, it can be amazing. It can be so potent. I mean, so potent that it literally lasts for half a century.
That's really inspiring. I mean, any independent filmmakers out there, myself included, keep your ears open on this film because they really are saying something pretty incredible.
Well, Birth of the Living Dead starts exclusively at Gateway Film Center on Friday, October 25th. We'll have it all week, the week of Halloween. I definitely think it's worth checking out.
Definitely, especially if you're a scaredy cat like me.
This is a good way to see a scary movie that isn't really scary because it's just a documentary.
Yeah.
Mostly it's just people's faces.
Exactly. You're still going to see a little bit of though, so watch out.
But it's worth it.
Totally worth it.
Well, there you have it.
Totally worth it.
If you guys want to keep the conversation alive, subscribe to our YouTube channel here, comment down below, head over to our Facebook and keep talking there. Mike, thank you very much.
Happy to do it.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.